With the exception of a cataphract and a spider and a raven, I do in fact see all Jaeger mechs.
Oh god, best comp.
It's not AC-20s though, it looks like it's UAC 5s. Yep, everybody has brought triple UAC 5 Jaegers from Skye Rangers. Oh, this is going to be good. Sorry about that, we need to check those builds. So the Skye Rangers are sitting just below the radio tower, whereas Death Meta Band has moved out into the water and are pop-tarting from boat. They have brought Dragon Slayers, and it looks like some other jump snipers in the form of Shadow Hawks and a Cataphract. They have a light pack consisting of 3 Jenners and a Raven. So they do completely outnumber their opponent in terms of light mechs and viability there. They do see these mechs, they do see all these AC rounds flying at them. Oh, that's beautiful to watch. It looks like Death Meta Band is kind of holding at the edge. Ooh, big arty strike might be about to go down at the end of the boat. Some decent damage, but nobody is down. Death Meta Band is advancing along the shore, getting to the point of where Theta normally is on Conquest, and they are moving towards...
that's Skye Rangers.
Oh, what did I say?
Death Meta. Continue.
Oh god, sorry. Skye Rangers is moving across the land towards where the culvert normally is. Death Meta Band is sort of spread out across the water. They've got mechs as far back as they can, trying to take advantage of both the boat and the island. But it looks like, I have to say, I would not like to be in Death Meta Band's situation right now. That being said, look at that glorious firing line from Skye Rangers. They are very clumped up though. A good arty could completely change this game from Death Meta, but they do seem to have, Skye Rangers do seem to have Death Meta fairly suppressed right now with all of these Jaeger mechs.
As much as they are suppressed, it is DACA, which means that they have to get consistent DPS in. And I actually think that Death Meta is trading better here.
Yeah, just judging from the percentage, pretty decent airstrike goes down, takes off one of the arms on those Jaeger mechs from Skye Rangers. Meta doesn't seem to have suffered any very heavy casualties. We see one Shadow Hawk hovering at about 50%, that's pretty hurt, and a Dragon Slayer that's also fairly injured. But the rest of their mechs seem to be fairly healthy. These Jaeger mechs, you've got to remember, are very squishy, and we see a good airstrike go down from Death Meta Band, putting a lot of damage on some of these Jaeger mechs. This is an interesting fight.
Not to mention that if Death Meta Band can keep their lights alive to the end, and they put enough damage out, even if they're down in numbers, those lights should be able to quickly clean up and reverse that.
They could completely run them out of ammo too. These triple, if these aren't XL mechs, there is a non. Oh, look at that airstrike right in the middle. Big hits go down, taking a couple mechs down below 50%. Death Meta Band is holding solid in their position, kind of using the boat and its the middle section and back to jump snipe. It looks like Skye Rangers is pushing out, trying to avoid air arty. A first mech goes down, which is in fact one of those Jaeger mechs for Skye Rangers. They're pushing out behind the rock, trying to get a new line on Death Meta Band. A mech does go down for Death Meta Band, though. A Dragon Slayer goes down. So that is actually a good kill. Another mech goes down, in fact, a Cataphract this time. So they're getting good lines on these mechs, and I have to agree with you, Siri. Death Meta Band's lights could really win this for them if they're careful. Oh, 2 kills go down there. Was that an arty strike? I believe so. Just one. Sorry, one additional kill goes down. Death Meta and Skye Rangers are all tied up at 2-2. Oh, Dominator goes down 3-2 in favor of Death Meta Band.
Yeah, and that's the thing. With how grouped they were taking damage as a whole. Whereas the damage that Death Meta is taking has been to isolated mechs, getting knocked down from like 90% to like 35%. When Denfin died, he was in his percents. And
oh yeah, we see
they
a lot
to
of
get
these Jaeger mechs are
rest
really
of their
hurt.
team away over to the rock. And they're stringing out and consistently getting damage in. That being said, they are also pretty crit, though. Lots of mechs here that are ready to die on either side.
Yep, it looks like the score is evened out a little bit. It's 4 kills for Death Meta Band to 3 for Skye Rangers, and they are pushing in, but a lot of these Jaeger mechs are really hurt. We see quite a few with no arms, very little armor left pushing in at the front, and Death Meta Band is just sort of trying to wheel away and make sure that they're dealing as much damage as they can while they pull back. Current score is 6-5, so Death Meta is only up by 1 kill, but again, I think a lot of these Jaeger mechs are very injured. A UAV goes up. I'm not sure from which team, but they're just trying to get... They don't want to get caught unaware in this situation. Important thing to note is that the lights are indeed still up for Death Meta Band, which I have to agree with Siri is probably one of their strongest tools right now. Jenner goes diving through the middle and gets a kill, taking some damage but surviving with quite a bit of armor still left. Current score is 6-7, still a very, very close game. But as Siri predicted, you see these two Jenners in amongst the heavy mechs from Skye Rangers, just weaving about, doing as much damage as they possibly can, tearing off arms left and right. 8-6
and not
now,
just
they pick up an extra kill.
That just doesn't kill the mechs, it also distracts them enough that the heavies, which were running for their lives, can potentially turn around and get back into the fight if they still have weapons. But
yeah, those... Another kill for Death Meta Band on Skye Rangers. Yeah, those 6 mechs that are left for Death Meta Band are a Shadowhawk, a Dragon Slayer, and then 4 lights. So they are definitely making use of their lights right now and just trying to hold their assault mechs in reserve. I actually think this Dragon Slayer... Yeah, the Dragon Slayer has only its PPCs remaining. But 11-6 right now, and Death Meta Band is going to take it. The last Jaeger mech stands and falls. The last Jaeger mech stands and falls, and the game goes to Death Meta Band. I can't believe we were talking about that possible Jaeger mech strategy right before it happened.
Psychic.
That was a fun game. So yeah, we see 9 Jaeger mechs, Cataphract, a Raven, and a Spider.
So the question is, why UX over the 20s that we were discussing, or even Gauss?
Or like dual gauze? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, dual gauze would have been my personal choice because it's a longer engagement distance, but then you run the risk of having to deal with a full team of jump snipers. Whereas with 20s, you can hopefully get up close right away and really put the damage on and win that way. I guess UX do kind of offer an in-between. You have a sustained DPS over long range, and then also in a brawl, you've got a 15-point alpha double tapping for 30. So you can still do a lot of work in a brawl, and that's definitely what they were going for. But I probably would have gone for 20s.